Denny Hamlin just made history at Michigan. And in the same breath, he pointed to the teenager who might be sitting in his seat sooner than anyone expected. This story is bigger than just one win, because while Hamlin is still winning races at an elite level, the future of Joe Gibbs Racing may already be waiting in the wings. And what Hamlin revealed after the race has a lot of NASCAR fans talking. And hey, real quick, if you're a true NASCAR fan like me, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel. NASCAR Nation News is just getting started. We're pushing for our next subscriber milestone, and it's all about real talk from fans who live this sport every week. All right, let's get into it. So let's start with what went down at Michigan International Speedway. Denny Hamlin picked up his 63rd career Cup Series victory, and that number means everything right now, because 63 wins ties him with the late Kyle Busch for 9th on the all-time Cup Series win list. That's a milestone that carries both pride and weight at the same time. At first, nobody saw it coming, but this victory became about much more than another trophy, because Hamlin came into 2026 already on the clock. He's been clear about it. His plan is to retire after the 2027 season. With 72 races left across those two seasons, 36 each year, the countdown is very real. But here's the thing. After that Michigan win, Hamlin said something during his post-race interview that caught a lot of people's attention. He admitted that part of him would reconsider retirement if he keeps performing at this level. And honestly, when you look at the numbers, it's easy to understand why. In 2026 alone, Hamlin already has 4 wins, including the All-Star race. Across more than 700 career starts, his win rate sits at nearly 20%. This season, he's running at well over 20%. He sits just 1 win behind Tyler Reddick for the season lead. And between those two drivers alone, they've combined for more than half of all Cup Series wins since Daytona. Think about that for a second. That is not a driver who looks like he's slowing down. That is not a driver who looks ready to disappear. However, there was one problem. Hamlin also made it clear that he doesn't want to leave Joe Gibbs Racing in a difficult position. He wants the organization prepared for what's next. And that's when everything changed. Here's what Hamlin said directly. I don't want to leave them in flux. They have a great driver in Brent Crews that's going to be ready, likely at the end of next year. So there it is, straight from Hamlin himself. The driver he believes is likely to take over the number 11 Toyota after 2027 is Brent Crews. Now, if you haven't been paying attention to Brent Crews, it might be time to start, because this kid is already turning heads. Crews is just 18 years old. He drives the number 19 Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. But his season didn't exactly start smoothly. In fact, he missed multiple races earlier this year because he wasn't yet 18 years old. Under NASCAR rules, any oval track longer than 125 miles requires drivers to be at least 18. That meant Crews had to wait until his March 30 birthday before he could compete on those tracks. So from the very beginning, he was playing catch-up. Most young drivers would struggle in that situation. But then something unexpected happened. Crews started producing results. Over his last 8 starts, he has recorded 6 top 6 finishes. He's already finished second at both Nashville and Talladega. And if you remove the Charlotte race where he wrecked out despite having the speed to compete, his average finish while running clean is 7.3. Now here's where things get really interesting. For context, the best average finish among any full-time O'Reilly Auto Parts Series driver in 2026 belongs to Justin Allgaier at 7.9. Let that sink in. An 18-year-old driver, 7.7, 18-year-old driver, still searching for his first career win, is already outperforming the best finishing averages in the entire series. That's not normal. And Joe Gibbs Racing clearly knows it. The organization appears to have a plan in place. By 2028, when Crews would potentially step into a Cup Series ride, he'll be 20 years old. And he'll have 2 full seasons of Xfinity level experience behind him. Looking ahead to 2027, he's expected to be right in the mix as a championship contender. But here's the question everyone is asking. When does that first win finally come? The answer could be sooner than anyone thinks. Crews is scheduled to race this Saturday, June 13th at Pocono Raceway, and that could be the moment everything changes. Which brings us back to Denny Hamlin. The retirement plan is still in place, at least for now. But Hamlin also admitted that running this well makes him think twice, and that's what makes this story so fascinating. On one side, you have a future Hall of Famer who keeps finding victory lane. On the other, you have a rising teenager who may already be preparing to take the keys. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think Denny Hamlin actually retires after the 2027 season? Or do you think he keeps racing if the wins continue to come? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely want to hear what the NASCAR Nation community thinks. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, drop a like on this video, and come ride with NASCAR Nation News. We cover this sport the way real fans do every single week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.